Good afternoon. My name is Larry Walker, and I will be doing an informational speech on how online matchmaking works. All right. So, have you ever joined an online game, waited a few seconds, and suddenly found yourself playing against people from different cities, states, or countries? While it may seem like you're simply being placed into a random lobby, there is a strict and strategic way that all that goes down. And in this argument today, I will be explaining exactly how and why that happens. I researched information from gaming technology sources and industry explanations to better come to you with exactly how this works. Um, so, online multiplayer matchmaking uses algorithms to evaluate players. That evaluation then groups those players within the same skill level, or maybe some a little higher or some a little lower, groups them all together for an adequate playing experience. First, matchmaking algorithms are used for find suitable players for online matches. A matchmaking algorithm is a computer system designed to quickly search through thousands or even millions of different databases, just so they can determine, like I said earlier, who's suitable to play with who. So it's not unbearably unplayable. One of the most common factors used by matchmaking systems is player skill, like I've been saying. Many online games use ranking systems that measure how well someone performs against other players to group those with other players. This can include wins, losses. If you're also losing, that could be a big factor. If you're losing, they're going to group you with a whole bunch of other players who's also around that skill level. Statistics, meaning how or what you do in the game, and overall performance. For example, a beginning player is usually not placed against someone who has spent thousands of hours mastering the game because it would create an unfair experience. I'm sure you listening to this speech wouldn't want to go up against somebody. This it can go beyond video games, right? Let's say you're in a math competition, spelling bee. They're not going to put you up against somebody who been to state, one state, and expect you to come out the gate and spell or solve equations like them. It's the same thing with online matchmaking. However, matchmaking systems must also balance fairness with speed. A game could take a very long time to find the perfect opponents, but players usually do not want to wait several minutes to find that person to play. They call those dead lobbies. Now that we understand how matchmaking searches for players, we can look at different factors that determine who gets placed together. The first major factor is skill level. Skill-based matchmaking is designed to place players with others who have similar abilities. That helps create competitive matches where players have a reasonable chance of winning without skill being a big factor. Another important factor is location and internet connection. You wouldn't be put up against somebody, so I'm going to explain ping. Ping is at the rate your internet or Wi-Fi moves, right? So the higher your ping is, the slower your Wi-Fi is. The lower your ping is, the slower your Wi-Fi moves. So let's say you have a 52 ping, right? They're not going to pair you up against somebody with a 250 ping, right? Because it's unfair. They're going to match you around with somebody around the same level, and vice versa. If your ping is normally, or sometimes ranges around the 100 to 200 level, they're going to place you with somebody with a similar Wi-Fi to yours. Matchmaking systems can also consider team balance player preferences. And team-based games Like, let's say, let me think of a game. You got, let's use a sports game like NBA 2K, any of the 2K games. You're playing with people that may not be on like the same level as you, but you may be playing against somebody who is. They're going to put you in the same lobbies that goes off of your teammate as well. So you may end up getting stuck playing against somebody who's at a higher level or a lower level than you based on your teammate. Developers collect and analyze large amount of player data to understand how matchmaking is performing. They look at information such as win rates, match results, player complaints, and how long people wait before finding games. This information helps developers identify problems such as matches that are too unfair or waiting times that are too long. After analyzing the information, developers can update matchmaking systems. They may adjust ranking systems, change from players on how they're evaluated through the gaming database, or modify algorithms that chooses opponents. These updates are important because online games are constantly changing as new players join and experience gaming improves. Technology is also changing the future of matchmaking. Some developers are exploring artificial intelligence and machine learning to make matchmaking systems more accurate. We done came a long way from how they were around 2010, 2011, 2013, so on and so forth. We done came a long way in terms of matchmaking. This comes from somebody who plays the game pretty often. In conclusion, online multiplayer matchmaking is much more complicated than simply putting random players together. Matchmaking systems are algorithms to search for players. Consider factors such as skill level, communication quality, and continue improving through data and technology. The next time you enter an online match, remember that there is a complex system behind what's going on and how you're being placed up against somebody. Thank you.